Just bear with me while I get my material I need. All right. Just keep in mind, anybody gets jumps on here, anybody jumps in, hello. I just gotta get my material put together real quick, and then we'll get this live going. That's good. All right, folks, so you know what's going on. Now I'll have a little live with you, explain what's going on, why I haven't been releasing any videos here recently, all that good stuff. So our followers and I got some old furniture. Just give me a minute. If anybody's joined, hello, thanks for coming. Just give us a minute here, and all that good stuff. I had to wait until the North Carolina fire ban was lifted before I could. Hopefully, you know. So hopefully it's working good for y'all. We'll find out later, though, I guess. Get this fire going, and I'll tell y'all what's been going on in Wiskey Adventures world. All right, I'll just grab the rest from up here. As the fire's going, let's go ahead and get Mama Bear's tablet out here. Get logged into get logged into her YouTube so I can at least read the comments from there. All right, Wiskey Adventures live chat. There we go. All right, so there we go. All right, let me put this tablet down for a minute and get this fire going. Like I said, I broke down some old furniture. It's an old dresser, basically, that Chloe Bodie didn't want no more in the room. So she broke it down. I've had it out here, and I've had to wait to burn it until the burn ban was lifted in North Carolina. And now it's been lifted, I no longer have fears of burning it. All right, so what are we going to throw in there? We're going to use this. That's the fire starter here. A little bit of gas in here. Don't need much because it's gasoline. I'll get this away from the pit so when it goes boom, it doesn't catch the gas can on fire. I think this is the one. So let's get over here like that, like so. Bam. And just like that, folks, we got a fire going. Oh, it's delayed. I'm watching the video, the live, and it's delayed. Maybe that's just her tablet delayed picking it up because of the internet. But either way, burn some stuff here. And all right, folks, so where's Wiskey been? Why hasn't Wiskey been releasing videos here recently? So I think my last actual full-length video, I kind of went over what it was I doing. I still go out and do my thing on a regular. I just don't record it all the time for YouTube anymore because, like I said in that last video I had, it was kind of taking my passion away because it felt like I had to go out and record for YouTube. So I've kind of put YouTube where it's not my primary source of thinking when I'm going out camping, canoeing, fishing, and stuff like that. It's like a secondary now for me. Hidden hammock. It's been time for the start of fire. Yes, sir. Thanks for joining Hammock Mountain. Sorry if I get late to the comments. It's just me watching on my wife's tablet. It's kind of, I'm getting delayed what actually has happened. It's not real time for me on the video I'm watching. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I haven't been recording a whole bunch for YouTube as I've been going on my ventures. It's because it was taking away the passion of camping for me. But I haven't given up YouTube. We're still releasing videos. Just not every trip I go, I'm doing it. But the main reason we haven't been releasing a whole lot of videos here recently is because of I got Owl Hunter's prom is literally, I think, a week and a half away. And then we got graduation. We just, with Owl Hunter being a senior in high school, it's just a lot going on at the end of her school year. So I haven't been getting out a whole lot either to record. Not to mention, we got a project that Mama Bear and I have been working on, which we're going to share with y'all here on the channel at some point. Probably near the end of July is when the first episode will be released. But we are working on a little mini series for our channel. I mean, we are Wiskey's Adventures, and this adventure that we're playing and we're going on is going to be epic, and we're taking y'all along with us. I've already got my first couple episodes for that series recorded, but again, we're not releasing it yet, but we got something big coming up, which is awesome. So I figured I'd go live tonight so I could chat with y'all for a little bit, because I haven't released a video, so everybody don't think we just gave up YouTube and walked away, and then we lose all of our viewers and people who tune into us when we do release videos and stuff. We're still here. We're not going nowhere. Just a lot going on right now with her being the end of her high school career. That's more, it's got to take priority over YouTube for me right now. So what else we got in here right now? It looks like this Mama Bear, which is actually, it's not Mama Bear, that's me. I'm using her tablet. Mama Bear's out visiting somebody in the hospital. Hammock Mountain. How you been, Hammock Mountain? Doing all right, brother? All right. We've had a burn ban here in North Carolina for a while, and it just lifted it back in, I think, late April. So I've got wood furniture out here kind of piled up that I've been wanting to burn, that I've been having to wait until this fire ban got released or lifted, and it's finally lifted. So, but then we had been having rain, a lot of rain too, outside of the times that I'm off work and able to do this. So really wanted to go fishing this weekend, but Mama Bear, because it's Mother's Day weekend, had to work. Unfortunately, she doesn't have to work tomorrow for Mother's Day, but she's had to work the whole weekend. So as a kid. So Whiskey's has been cleaning up around the house and doing some repair work to our fence that goes around our property, because our Roscoe keeps getting out. And I think I located the two places he was getting out is because trees fell down here in the woods and took out two parts of our fence. So today I've been cutting up furniture, wood furniture that is, like, you know, dressers and stuff, and doing fence repair around the property, because I've been home by myself all weekend so far. I'm not able to do anything because I don't have a car. My wife's got my car. She had to work, and then after she got off work, she's on her way to the hospital to visit a friend that's in the hospital. So I'm home the rest of the night by myself pretty much. So no camping trip this weekend either for old Whiskey, but that's fine. Got a lot to do around the house, getting preparation for the prom. Prom's the first big event. Why do I got to do preparation around the house? Well, I'll go ahead and explain that too. What'd you say there? I've been dealing with my daughter's college graduation. Now, if she can get a job, I'll be able to go camping. Right, brother? It's like graduation season for everybody. High school, college, everything, you know. I feel your pain. Definitely feel your pain. I guess it's all about being parents and, you know. Did you say your daughter or your granddaughter? Daughter. Yeah, I guess it's all about being parents, right? But the graduation thing, yeah, so prom's a big thing here in my house. Not just because it's my daughter's prom, but because I let her do the last year for her junior prom, I let her do an after party here at my house after prom, where her and all of her group of people came to my house, and we're doing it again this year. So there's stuff around the house I got to get prepped for that. I don't normally like parties at my house, but when it comes to my kids, Mama Bear and I has always been the type of parents where we prefer our friends' kids to come here with them, and our house be the gathering point and the activity point and all that, for one main reason. Because Mama Bear and I can keep an eye on the children that way. They're not off doing something that we're not aware of. They're right here underneath our nose. Even though we're kind of staying out of their way, we're still actively watching. Let alone old Whiskey here's got cameras all over his property, so I can see everything that's going on. So we're doing another graduation party here this year. We're letting her throw one. That way, again, I can monitor everything, make sure there's no drinking and driving, nobody's doing anything they don't belong doing, you know, that whole thing. The only bad side of that is I got to deal with a house and a property full of teenagers. It went well last year. Her group of kids, friends, and they're a good group of kids, so I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, prom, and then right after prom's graduation. Got a big surprise for Owl Hunter coming up for graduation too. Can't really talk about it in this video because I'll spoil the surprise for her if she sees this live, if she watches it, or I doubt she'll tune in because she's at work. But no, actually she's not at work. She's out with some friends tonight. She just got off of work. Either way, just in case she sees it, I can't give the surprise away. I would love to share it with y'all. And then, like I was saying earlier here in the live, we got a big project coming up we're going to share with y'all. It's still going to be an adventure. It's just going to be a different kind of adventure that you're not used to seeing on this channel, but we're super excited about it. And we're going to take y'all along the way from very start to very finish of the whole process. So I'll warn you right now, when we release the series, the first couple episodes might be kind of boring, but it all leads up to the really fun part of it. Who else is joining? I get where you're coming from with the party. Yep. Got to keep the eye on the kids, you know. It's the best way to do it. Let them party here underneath my roof. Got a lot of wooden furniture to burn up. I think I got 3 dressers and 2 old like bunk beds that I got to burn between now and before prom. And then I got to get actual wood. We got a bunch of trees down here in the wood like this right here in front of me that I just got to drag up here and cut up and do all that for prom too. I would save all this dresser wood and let them burn it, you know, because they're going to be out here for a fire part of their party, but this wood burns. It's too hot and too quick. I want to get rid of it. I want to get them wood that, you know, the fire doesn't get out of control. Oh, what's everybody doing? All right, looks like we got a couple more people on here. If you're new to the live, say hello so I know who's on here with us watching. Whether you're a regular watcher or new to the show, go ahead and leave us a comment so I know who's all here with us. I don't know how long I'm going to run this live tonight. I don't know how much I have to talk about, really. There's a whole lot I got to talk about without ruining future surprises and trips that we're going to be airing on the channel here. But I wanted to go live because I haven't released anything in a while, and I didn't want anybody to think we disappeared, because we didn't. We're still here. Just been busy. All right, who we got here? Camp Like a Boon, what's up? Thanks for coming. Just want to say hi. Good. Yeah, I wouldn't know if it was a campfire because I am in my own backyard, but it is a great fire. Burning up some old dressers and stuff like that tonight before prom gets here. It's definitely warm. I think temperatures outside right now is probably mid 60s or low 70s, very low 70s, mid to high 60s right now. I think the lows, we're still getting down into the 50s for Fahrenheit for all of our non-American viewers. I don't know what that equals to Celsius. I don't have the converter in front of me, but we've been ranging from lows in the 50s to highs in the low to mid 80s, depending on the day. And we've been getting rain, a lot of rain here. But winter's definitely over. That's for sure. course, that season doesn't last long here in the South anyways. Oh, got a bunch of stuff to burn, folks. I went ahead and cut up a couple trees and branches from the woods just to mix in with the furniture wood. And where the fire would kind of last longer for me tonight. And then this is the burn barrel I used to have down in the woods when I camp on my own property, and we had this little small see-through one. It had designs on it we got from Walmart for up here in the yard, and that one just fell apart. Versus this thing I've had for a couple years now. So I just dragged it up out of the woods for tonight. I don't want to burn this down there. I haven't cleaned up my little camp section down there in the woods, and I don't want to catch my woods on fire. Oh! What we got in here? Bedtime for me. Cheers, my friends. Sleep good, camping like a boom. Spring's your favorite. I gotta say fall is probably my favorite time of year. Fall and winter. And maybe that's just because I live in the South, and that's fall and winter is when we get away from all the bugs. So that's probably gotta be my favorite time. And I'll go ahead and add too, you can only delayer so much to cool down, right? But I can always bring the right clothes to stay warm in the winter months. So that's kind of my philosophy behind it. Spring and winter for me. Truth be told, and the reason I live in the warmer climates than the southern climates is because of my wife. I was perfectly fine with I wouldn't say the taxes and the cost of living in New York and upstate New York, but the weather and the climate, I was perfectly fine with it. Or any of the other northern states like Ohio and stuff like that I've lived in my life. Never had a problem with the cold winter. But you can only delayer so much in the summertime to stay cool when you're outdoors. Unless you stay cooped up in the AC the whole time, and it's just not what I want to do. Spend my whole life inside of a house inside of AC. I love winter because summer will get you locked up and remove too many clothes. Right? I ain't gonna lie though, Herrick Mountain, there's times where when Owl Hunter and I are out there and we're camping, you know, because in the warmer months we always plan our camping trips around around body of water, normally out of my canoe, which most of my camping's done out of my canoe anyways, but especially in the hotter months. I ain't gonna lie, there's been quite a few camping trips where we're in the backwoods, or what you can call the backwoods for anywhere near close driving distance for me, where we've done some skinny dipping and shit, you know, just because it was so hot out. But again, we weren't in state parks or nothing like that. We didn't have to worry about anybody coming up on us. It's definitely happened. Owl Hunter's bad about it. She'll go do it when I'm at the fire cooking us our dinner and stuff when we're camping. She'll disappear on me, and I wonder where she went, and I'll start walking towards the water because I can hear splashing, and then when I walk up on the edge, all of her clothes are sitting right there on the edge of the bank, and she's out there just being free. She does coofs though if we're somewhere where there's people, and so do I for that matter. If we're around where we know we're going to run into people. Obviously we don't, or she don't, or whatever. She does it more than I do, to be honest with you. A different side of Owl Hunter comes out when I get her outdoors and into the woods. Can't say I haven't done it myself. I think all guys have, to be honest with you. But the Owl Hunter comes a different person when she gets in the woods. She's like, I don't know, would that be a tomboy? Because she has her prissy, girly girl side to her that drives me absolutely insane. And then she's got her boy side where she acts more like a boy than half the boys I know today do. And that side of Owl Hunter normally comes out when I get her out in the woods. There's a little saying I'll say to her right before we go out in the woods, and that I'm not going to repeat here on YouTube because I'm sure I'll catch some kind of trouble for it. There's a little quote I always tell right before we go camping, because I don't want to deal with the girly girl side of her in the woods. So some people might be offended by the saying, but I'm not going to say it here, though. I'll save myself any kind of community violations. Whew, that fire's hot. Burn up all this old furniture and get my yard prepped for the prom party, and sending out the mass text to the neighbors, letting them know. My wife's part of a text group with all the wives and the women of the neighborhood, and which can be really nice and sometimes can be a bad thing. It's really nice because, you know, if somebody, you're not home, you can send out text, hey, we're leaving town for a couple days. And if anybody pulls in our driveway or anything happens in our neighborhood, we're getting text messages on that text chain. The bad part is you always got somebody watching your house, even when you're home. And so I guess that's the downside, because, you know, but we got good neighbors, so I'm not complaining really about it. Can't say I don't get along with any of our neighbors. The only person in our neighborhood I bumped heads with is left our neighborhood and moved somewhere else to a different state. And I wouldn't even say we didn't get along. We bumped heads on one occasion, and things got kind of heated. Nothing got physical, but things got heated, and words were said, and feelings were hurt, and, you know. But that issue's gone, left the neighborhood. So everybody else in the neighborhood I haven't had any problems with. They're actually good neighbors. Kind of neighborhood when you do your evening walks with your wife and your dog, everybody and their brothers sitting out in front of their garages, and they say hello. They're watching football games out in the front yard or in their driveways or in their garage with the door open. It's a real nice neighborhood, actually. Maybe that's why the cost of living is going up so high in my area, because everybody's moving into this area. Man, this fire is hot. And I keep adding wood, but I keep saying it's hot. Gotta burn, 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 burn. Burn dresser parts. I'm working on a dresser right now. And then over there, out of frame of the camera, I've got another dresser and a bunk bed I gotta burn that's no longer any good. Keep myself company this way until Mama Bear gets home from the hospital. Visiting her friend in the hospital. Oh, Whiskey's alone. I need to go in the house to get a Mountain Dew is what I should be doing. So I got something to drink. Oh. So what's everybody been doing? Anybody been doing really cool adventures? Leave us a comment. Let us know what you've been up to. All right. So we got 5 people on here. All right. Hammock Mountain, I know you're on here. Camp Like a Boon looks like he's left, but looks like we got a couple more people on here. Who's on here? Say hello so I know who's all on here. We had 75 degrees Fahrenheit today. Nice. I love winter because summer you get locked. Yep. Hammock Mountain, I can't say I haven't done it. Yep. All right. Now I'm caught up. I have the best neighbors. We all watch out for each other. Nice. That's so good. You stealth camp at a police station? I'll have to go check that out. Have you released a video yet? I'm just going to be honest. The only people's videos I've been watching here the past couple weeks with our schedules, I've been catching oh my God. Why can't I remember? Holy crap. Gravedigger. I've been watching his New Zealand trip with Josh. I think that's probably the only person I'm subscribed to. I've actually been catching their videos. Everybody else, I haven't really. I'm behind on everybody at the moment. Somehow we always catch his though. Kind of hard for me to see who joins if I don't have this tablet in my hand so I can see who's chatting, so I don't have to walk all the way up there to the phone. 2 weekends ago. All right. As soon as I get done with this live, then once I get done with this file, I'll give it a check. I'll check it out. BJ, hey, what's up, BJ? Thanks for coming, brother. Just doing a little fire. Figured I'd do a live, BJ, so I could talk to people, so everybody knows I haven't disappeared, because I haven't really released a video in a little while. Just a lot going on with graduation, prom, and all that good stuff. Got a big project coming up that I'm going to be releasing on the channel probably near the end of July. Really excited for that. It's a different type of adventure for our channel, but we're really excited to bring it to you guys and let you all see it. Like I said earlier in the live, BJ, you weren't here for it. I got about 2 or 3 videos made for that little series that we're going to be releasing here at the end of July. The start of the series we're going to lead in July. I think we got 3 videos recorded so far for it. Which, to be honest with everybody, those first 1 or 2 videos are probably going to be boring, and I'm probably not going to do very well whatsoever because they're boring, but it's part of the adventure and setting up the adventure. We were literally recording everything from looking into it to setting it up to booking it to travel time, getting to what we're doing to the actual adventure. We're going to bring it all to you guys as a little mini series. It'll be the first like true mini series I've ever done on my channel, where I knew way ahead of time, where I could plan for it, record the way I want to record, edit the way I want to edit, the whole night. Y'all, most times when I go out and record videos of me camping and all that, there's no plan. I don't even know where I'm going normally until the day I'm leaving the house. And sometimes even when I'm pulling out driveway, Mama Bear is still looking at me, where am I taking? I don't even know what to tell her because I'm still swimming on the map like, let's go here, and I'm winging it. It's normally how my adventures ring out most of the time. I'm winging everything. I don't have time to pre-think how I'm going to get shots and all that good stuff. On this mini adventure we're going to be releasing, I've got all the time ahead of time. So it's the planning, recording, and editing, all of it's been a totally different experience so far for me. Now I can read what he's saying. Closed caption, I'm thinking. I'm talking too fast, BJ. You can't understand me, brother. Is my mic picking this up? It's the first time I've used a mic during a live. Talking too fast. Yeah, I get a little excited sometimes, BJ, and start to ramble and ramble and ramble and don't know when to shut up. Right? I do the same thing, Hammock Mountain. It's just record everything and then come home and try to make a sense in a storyline and try to make sense of it all. And oh, you're deaf, BJ? But sometimes it's hard to make sense of the videos when I come home. I'm like, what in the world was I thinking recording this? And blah, blah, blah. You know the process, brother. I don't know why I keep setting this tablet down when I need it to see what you guys are saying to me. This fire's hot, folks. It is warm. All right, so BJ's deaf. So you don't have to worry about me. I thought it was me at first. I'm assuming y'all can hear me good then. I haven't had anybody say anything about the mic picking my voice up. Again, it's the first time I've used this mic to record or use this mic during a live, and I didn't know how it linked up and everything else compared to when I use it to record videos. So it's not a newer mic, it's just new to using it during a live. Normally I have the camera right on top of me, and I wanted y'all to be able to see the fire and the wood background, you know, so it's still got the camping outdoors vibe, even though I'm sitting right in the backyard of my house. And my house is literally probably 30 foot from the camera at the moment, from behind the camera. I got 0.75 acres here of woods, which ain't a whole lot, but for being in the middle, inside of a cul-de-sac, it's pretty good. I'm pretty sure I've got the biggest lot in my whole subdivision. But most of my property's in the woods, which is awesome. It's kind of why we chose the house. We still get this subdivision lifestyle for our kids, you know. So we don't have to drive them every time they want to go visit a friend. They can just take off out the door. But the property had just enough land, wooded land on it, that I can build myself a little camp down in there. So I can, when I can't leave home, I can always just camp at home. I think I've recorded 1 or 2 videos out of my own property here, and then as far as camping videos. But it's been a while. I don't record a lot on the property when it comes to camping. Nobody is going to tune in just to watch me camp in my backyard every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, whenever I release videos, you know. Yeah, it is nice, BJ, to have property with the woods. It's not a lot of woods, like I said. It's like only 0.7 acres, but it's enough. I can still see through the woods and see, you know, the houses behind me and stuff. And when I got a fire in the night, they can see me. The only thing I don't like about it is one of our neighbors has a bunch of little ankle biter dogs. So I'm surprised they're not out here barking at me now, because normally when I'm in my backyard, they're yapping away at me the whole time. Which is another reason I don't record that often here on my own property. But it is nice to have my own little set of woods, even though it's not much. It's still enough. I could build a tree fort in there and get a little miniature camp set up down there. It's perfect for hammock camping or using my AMOC. It's not too good for tents, though. It's not flat. It's not flat enough for tents. I'd have to build a deck down in there. And I don't plan on doing all that, because Mama Bear and I do plan on selling the property here once Chloe graduates to start our retirement dream. Dick in the Dirt, thanks for coming, brother. It's been a while since I got to chat with you, my man. I have woods all around me, but I've never camped here. I guess it's because I know what lives in the woods here. you care to elaborate, brother? What lives in your woods? You got some Bigfoot, boogie monsters, aliens, or just a rough area? Dick in the Dirt, just doing a campfire in the backyard, brother. Figured I'd go live. It's been a little bit since I released the camping video, so I didn't want everybody to think I disappeared and stopped recording videos. So I figured I'd go live. Just a lot going on with graduation, prom, and Owl Hunter's senior year in high school. So it's just been hard to get out as much as I like to record for the channel. Black bears and coyotes. I'm sure you're not worried about the coyotes. I've never thought don't black bears avoid humans for the most part, though? Coyotes I'm not worried about. I have too much camping in bear country. I have done a little bit of camping in black bear country, but not a lot. But not a lot. Coyotes, I run into those things all the time. Nice. Adventure Nomad, thanks for coming. Bug gun. Right? I always carry mine with me. I don't leave home without it. Luckily, I live in a state that the laws on our sidearms and stuff like that's pretty relaxed. I don't ever leave home without mine, especially camping. And you know what? To be honest, y'all, it's not. I don't carry because of what I'm worried about, the wildlife. It's more the people variety that I'm worried about. It's going to walk up in the middle of the night and cause trouble with me. You know, it's never the animals I'm ever worried about when I'm camping in the woods. It's always the human variety that I worry about. They seem to be more dangerous for me than the animals in the woods. Hammock a bear burrito. Right, I've heard that a couple times. It's a bear burrito. Black bears 90% of the time try to avoid him. That's what I thought. I mean, like I said, I've camped in black bear country a couple times, but I've never seen a bear in the wild. Hold on. You want to take that back? Maybe I've seen them in the Smoky Mountains in the wild when I was a kid with mom and dad, because we used to go to the Smoky Mountains all the time. As an adult, I've never seen a bear in the wild, just put it that way. Open carry when you're camping. Yeah, you're Florida. That's one of Florida's laws, right? You can carry when you're hunting, or open carry when you're hunting, fishing, camping, to and from. I think was what Florida laws, unless you guys got your laws changed finally when it comes to open carry, right? and believes how it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dick in the Dirt. I'm pretty sure that's how it is, though. There's a 2A constitutional guy I watch on YouTube that does those 2A videos, and he goes fishing all the time with his AR, and he's based out of Florida, and he deals with those cops all the time where they're trying to harass him and look at his fishing license and everything else. And I can't think of his name, but I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about. He's got a really big channel. He's always carrying his AR when he's fishing. I'm in Virginia. We open carry anytime. You guys have constitutional carry in Virginia too, right? I know that we've tried to vote for that a couple times in the North Carolina. It doesn't pass yet. We have concealed carry here, and I have my concealed carry license, and we're allowed to open carry here. Conceal without a license now. Conceal without. Oh, so you guys went constitutional carry. Nice, nice. I wish our state would do that already. Regardless, I'll probably still get my concealment permit, even if North Carolina goes constitutional carry, just for the ease when I go buy my firearm. Gotta watch what I say on YouTube, right? When I go buy my pews, I don't have to go through the whole process. Because I did. What was it? What was the last time? My birthday, I think, or no, it was my anniversary. Our anniversary just passed, and Mama Bear let me. I got to word this correctly too, so I don't get in trouble. She let me purchase a new pew for myself, and I got myself a Hellcat Pro, and it was nice having that concealment permit because I was in and out of that store in under 10 minutes with it in my hands when I left the store. It was awesome. Call mine a whistle. Carry automatic knives too. The armed fisherman. Yeah, I think that might be it. Dick in the Dirt. You're not allowed to own guns or carry them. Aren't you Canada? You're Canada, right, BJ? Didn't your guys' election just happen too? And you guys, not to get into politics on this channel because I'm not, but Canada, yeah. You guys can have, I mean, you guys are up there in the wild though. That's kind of, not even rifles and shotguns. I mean, because you guys are like what I consider a real wild country that's got a lot of open country wildlands, you know. Kimbler. I've got a couple hammock mountain. I've got me a Glock 43X that I got. I've got an old Taurus that I just use for the range. I've got the my newest one, like it says, the one the wife just got me. Rock guns and shotguns are allowed. No handguns. I got you. Alaska was great. Open carry with a drop. Hey. We can own guns, can't carry them. I got you. Okay. Is there like a limitation when it comes to your guys' rifles you're allowed to have up there? Like, is it like if you wanted to get an AR-15, are you allowed, or is that a assault rifle and you ain't allowed to own them because people are ignorant and don't know what an AR stands for? Love Alaska. Been enjoying your trip. I got to tune into your channel again, Dick in the Dirt. Been missing a lot of people's videos. The only, like I said earlier in the live, the only person video that I've been actually catching, and it has been why I keep losing his name. He's gonna kill me for this. He's the only one I've been catching his videos, and I keep forgetting his damn channel name. Oh my god. Oh yeah, Gravedigger. Thank you, Hemming. Sorry, Gravedigger. I don't know why your channel name is slipping my head today. He's the only channel I've been catching, so I got to go back. So there's a couple channels I definitely got to go. Yeah, it is hard to keep up with, brother. It's definitely hard. It's definitely hard. I've got a lot of that little notification side when you watch it on your TV and it tells you like this channel creator, you missed this many videos so far and all that shit. I've got a bunch of those right now I need to catch up on. Gravedigger is the only, it's like every time I get a chance to actually turn on TV and sit down and relax and watch some YouTube, it's like Gravedigger's new video is released and that's what I watch. And then once his video's over, it's time for me to keep on moving on with my day. So Venture Nomad. Venture Nomad. I did say hello to him too. So hello, Venture Nomad. If I missed saying hello to you, hello. Pretty sure I've been talking with you about guns too, along with BJ. Right? Yeah. Eventually we own our own guns, but can't carry them. Yeah, I'm lucky I'm in the state. When we lived up in New York, it was a different story. I had to leave a lot of my pew pew owned because we moved from North Carolina to New York because of my job and then come back home down to the Carolinas. When I left here to go to New York, I had to leave some stuff behind because it just flat wasn't legal in that state. And then what I brought with me that I thought was legal after we were there, I come to find out it wasn't legal for that state whatsoever, all because of the mag limits and, forward grips on rifle. The class will, New York is so strict with their pew pew laws, it's retarded. So I'm so happy to be back home where I don't have to worry about all that no more. As long as I don't beat on my woman to get a domestic violence charge, as long as I don't get a DUI, and as long as I don't commit a felony, it's 5-10 minutes in the store. If I walk in knowing I'm wanting, and I'm back out with it in my hands, which is awesome. It's definitely awesome. I think I've picked up maybe 3 pew pews in the past year because of that. Like I said, my latest one was a Hellcat Pro. I love that thing too. It's right now it's my everyday carry. I used to carry that Glock 43X every day, everywhere I went, but I've switched over to my Hellcat Pro. That's my everyday carry, which will probably be my everyday carry for a while. I've been looking at for all my pew pew lovers. You guys seen that that Canek? I've been looking at this Canek. Like I guess they're calling it the John Wick pew pew on like all the pew pew videos on YouTube. But it's the Canek. What's the name of it? It's beautiful, beautiful pew pew, and I've heard great reviews on it. That's my next one, but it's going to be a while before I get that one though, because that's I think a $1,200 piece. And every time I buy a new pew pew, I've got to convince Mama Bear to let me let go of the money, and $1,200 for one pew pew that's it's held just in the palm of your hands. Kind of hard to convince her to let me do, especially when we got other things going on. She's been wanting me to remodel our house and mainly our kitchen, and anybody that knows anything know kitchen and bathrooms are the most expensive remodels in your house, and I've got to remodel my kitchen for my wife. Luckily, I've got a brother from another mother that lives up in New York that this happens to do that kind of work, and I'm going to be having him come down from New York and do the work for me here within probably the next year. He's really good at what he does. Really good. I'll put a link to his Facebook page and stuff like that in the description of this live once the live's over and I can edit stuff on it. I'll drop his Facebook thing in there. I'm not saying he'll travel anywhere around the States to do work, but if the price is right, I'm sure he'll travel, and he is really, really good at what he does. I don't care. Reality, he's worth the money. But maybe that's just because I love the kid so much that I don't know, but he is really good at what he does, folks. Good enough, and I'm not going to get a local from here to do my work. I'm going to pay the extra cost to bring his butt down here from New York to do the work for me. And it ain't like we're doing nothing special either. It's just I trust his work that much. Not to mention, he guarantees his work too, so that's awesome. I know if I'm not happy with something or something that he worked on falls apart, he's going to come make it right. We'll hold off on that piece. Oh, see what I missed here. All right. Sorry, folks. I haven't had this in front of me. You're doing a GD, train hop with GD in the near future. Oh, that's cool. I told him if I'm ever down in Florida, I'm going to hit him up because Gravedigger said something about me joining him on a train adventure with him sometime in the future, and I'm definitely down. It's not going to happen this year, that's for sure. Whenever I go down to Florida, I'm going to definitely hit him up. And Dick and Dirt, you're down there too. I might just throw you a message, let you know when I'm in town, brother. Where am I selling these? Okay, I got to catch up on these comments. Restricted weapons, AR-15s, AK Sedgers are banned. Okay, armor light, you got that right, Dick and Drag. You know how many people though think AR stands for assault rifle? It's retarded. You know, the people who think that are people who never pew-pewed one before. I'm assuming it's retarded. How much people listen to things on the internet and just assume it's real versus doing their own homework. It's mind-blowing in my opinion. Armor light. There's a realistic weapons. AR. Okay. Hammock Mountain. Grave Digger. Yep. High Nomad. Adventures. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to catch up. Dude. All right. So I covered Dick and Dirt with the Grave Digger thing. Hello, Hammock Mountain. I'll make sure to watch. Paul. Thank you. Wiskey Adventures is staying under the radar. I have been staying under the radar here a little bit. Again, it's just because we got a lot going on with Al Hunter being a senior in high school, graduating, prom, and then a side project that I can't wait to bring to you all and let you all see that Mama Bear and I have been working on. It's a little mini series. It's going to be pretty cool. We probably won't start releasing that series until the end of July. And it'll make sense. If you watch the first episode of that mini series when it comes out, you're going to know what I'm talking about as soon as you see it being released on the channel, because it's not going to look like anything that's normally being released on my channel. But just keep in mind, I'm Wiskey's Adventures, not Wiskey's Camping. So it's still an adventure. It's just not the typical adventure y'all are used to seeing on this channel. But we're going to share everything of that adventure from the very start to the very ending. When I say start, we're talking planning, paying, booking, email, from the very start all the way leading up to the point we do what we're doing. And then we're going to take you on the thing we're doing, and then after the fact, like the last video in the series, we'll give you a breakdown of all the associated costs. Did we think it was worth it? The whole breakdown type deal. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm really excited. We've been putting a lot of work into that series. Like I said earlier in the live, I think we got 3 videos. The first 3 videos of that series already recorded, and I've got 2 of them already edited, and they're actually already uploaded to YouTube, just marked as private right now. Because when we release the series, the first video, when we release it, I ain't gonna spoil nothing. Just when the first video comes out, y'all, you're gonna know instantly by the thumbnail, okay, this is what he's talking about, because it doesn't look like anything I've released before. At the very end of that video, I give you all a message, and then everything makes sense of why I'm releasing, when I'm releasing, the whole 9 yards. It's gonna be pretty cool. Make sure y'all stay tuned to that. Again, most likely that series will start July 31st at 3 p.m. sharp East Coast time. That's the plan anyways. But that's what's been going on. I've been underneath the radar, folks. I went to the store today and counted 12 people who were carrying open. Yeah, I see it quite often too. Doesn't bother me either. I mean, before I got my concealed permit license here in the Carolinas, that's how I carry was open, because I just didn't have the license to conceal. Even though I think the whole license stuff is fundamentally, me personally, I think it goes against your constitutional right, because our Constitution doesn't say I have to have a license to practice my rights. But either way, to stay legal, I opened until I got my concealment, and now I just can still carry. But when I carried open, I've had even people, like, I don't want to classify them the wrong way, but the people who are anti, pew-pews, that's approached me and said stuff to me about it, and it's like, just mind your own business. This is my right. I'm practicing it. Leave me alone. Not a harm to nobody. My last one was in N57. Had some nice. That's a pricey toy. Ain't they all getting pricey nowadays? So right. I mean, even the cheap pew-pews are pricey these days. And like when I got picked up my little Taurus, I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about Taurus, but I know as a whole, Tauruses don't have the best name for pew-pews, especially with their hand pew-pews. And I picked up one, was it 2-3 months ago? And I just got it for a little range. It's nothing I'm going to rely on, for self-defense. It's just for to play at the range with, or when I'm in the woods, little pluck pew-pew, and still it was $400. I mean, which I guess it's cheap for pew-pews, right? But for what I got, you know, I'd have been more happy only giving maybe 200 for, you know what I'm saying? Um, I really got to catch up. All three of us would be awesome. Yeah, it would. I would. I'll definitely when it'll happen. Just won't happen this year. I'll let y'all, all the Florida folks, know I'm on my way when we're coming. Anytime in the future, I plan on traveling to different states. I'll definitely be posting stuff on my community board. That way, any other creators or happens to be in the state that I may be traveling to, I could potentially meet up, and actually meet face to face with some of y'all. Your chance to do it makes you happy. You're right. That's right, brother. You know, when I was doing hardcore all the time, you know, trying to get a video out every week, and then I backed it down to every 2 weeks because every week just wasn't realistic for me, being a family man, you know, dad, husband, and the main provider financially for the family. 2 weeks, it's still hard. It was taking my going out with the intentions to record for YouTube on every single camping trip was killing that passion I have for being out there, you know, because it's like you always got to think, I got to bring this, this, and this just so I can make a video work, you know. So I still go out. I don't go out as much as I was, and I definitely don't record as much as I used to when I go out because I'm going out for myself more than I am for YouTube. And then here, the last couple months, it's just been more because of Owl Hunter and graduation and blah, blah. As I've said multiple times in the live so far, I'm doing a collab with Tony, Todd, and Sam at the end of the month. That should be cool. That should be real cool. Oh, Tony's channel's definitely blown up. Man, I remember when I first tuned into Tony's channel, when I first found Tony, I think he had around about 1,500 subs. I think so when I became a sub to him, I think it was around the maybe even closer to the 1,200 mark when I found him on YouTube, I think. And now what? He's above 10K on subscribers now. I'm good. I'm happy for him. Good for Tony. If I'm talking about the same Tony you are, Random Adventures 2.0, right? Is that the Tony? I'm assuming that's the Tony you're talking about. It's the only Tony I know anyway that's a YouTube creator, I should say. He's over 26K now. Nice. Nice. Yep, same Tony. Yeah. Here's my prediction for Random Adventures 2.0. I think he's at 26K. I think he'll probably hit his 100K within a year. I think he'll get his 100K plaque within a year from today. That's my prediction. At least that's what I hope for him. His channel's he's definitely getting them and growing. Eating now, but took a cigar break. Thanks for joining Dick in the Dirt. Enjoy your cigar, or I guess you took a cigar break to do this, and then you're going back to heading. But appreciate you jumping in, brother. I'll definitely jump back here over to your guys' channel, everybody's channels that I've been missing out on the last couple of months. You will start getting comments again in the near future, I promise, everybody. I definitely owe a lot of you some views to your channels and get caught back up with everybody once I get past this really busy season. Have fun, Dick in the Dirt. Greatly appreciate it. BJ Mr. Me, it's taken me 2 years to get to 1K. I'm not going to make a prediction for you, BJ. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not. Sometimes I feel your frustration, though, man. I've been doing YouTube. This is my 4th season on YouTube. So 3 years and so many months. And I'm at 1.3. So I definitely get the frustration of the channel growth and playing that algorithm game. Trust me, I get it. Hell, I'm still not fully monetized yet. You know, I've got the subscriber count. I just don't have the viewing hours, the minimum viewing hours, which I guess is partly my fault too. You know, because I don't release enough videos. You know, either way, it is what it is. You know, it'll happen when it happens. But Tony, I give him a year. And I think he'll have his plaque with his 100,000 plaque within 1 year. I think. At least I hope he does. As fast as his channel is just going. We'll be monetized anyways. Yeah, I mean, it was a goal for me. I ain't gonna lie, BJ. When I first started recording and releasing on YouTube, my goal was to make it where this could be a primary source of income for my family, so I could, get paid to do what, like, my passion or whatever. But I also had the ignorance thinking videos on YouTube go viral, and then all of a sudden you can start living off that money. And it had the sad misconception, just like I'm sure a lot of people who do that start out YouTube, because I watched all those YouTube people who release those videos. This is what you got to do to reach a bunch of videos right away, and blah. People who say this is how you grow your channels, that, those type of videos. I don't know. I've watched hundreds and thousands of those type of videos before I started my channel. It's like thinking, yeah, I'm walking into this, I'm going to dominate, and not thinking about that camping is saturated with content. Like, it's beyond saturated. Hell, even stealth camping nowadays has become oversaturated. So it's big competition out there. I just thought it was easy, and I had no clue what the amount of work that actually goes into, especially if you care anything about what you're releasing. The amount of work it goes into is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I know for a video that I release on my channel that's 30 to 45 minutes long, takes me anywhere from 40 to 60 hours of edit time sitting behind a computer piecing stuff together to put something together. Minimum, I say, it's at least that for a 45-minute video. Most of the videos I release as a rule are probably at least 30, anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour long for the most part. Every now and then I get lucky and can edit one down to around 15 minutes, but for the most part, through the history of my channel, I think I'm around probably a half hour to 45-minute mark on most of my videos. It's a lot to edit. I honestly thought when this all started, you just go out in the woods with a camera and record, and then you go home and you upload it, and then put some of those catchy title and that would get people's attention, throw a thumbnail in there. That's what I thought it was. And boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. It's a lot of work, a lot more work. So those people who do this full time, I've got a whole different respect for the amount of work that actually goes behind the scenes to make a video work. Got a whole different outlook. But like I was saying, that's what I wanted. I was hoping, and obviously I've woken up and realized that's not going to happen. And if it does happen, then great. If it happens down, in the future from now, then that's awesome. But I'm looking at reality now and realize that's not going to probably happen. So I'm not going to base my financial future on YouTube, let's just put it that way. But if I'm lucky, one of the lucky, very small percentage of people that's able to use YouTube to support his family and make an income off of, then great. I hope it happens. Right now, the only way I make money off of is channel members and the Cash App donations that I get from our viewers and family members that support me, when they send me Cash App and stuff like that. So that's right now, that's it. And then, of course, donations we get during videos and lives and all that stuff, So we don't really make a whole lot off the channel. I think on a good month, I maybe make $60 on a good month. Which, it is what it is. It's $60 more than I had, right? Which is great. And I always keep any money I make off this channel, and it keeps it in the channel. I just put it in a little account that I have, and until I get enough to save up for my next little piece of gear that I want to buy, and I go buy it. Or, gas money, Mountain Dew money, or whatever, I got to walk up to the camera and see what my battery looks like, though. And see if it's, I can't tell. Doesn't show me a battery display. So hopefully it doesn't die. So I guess if all of a sudden the video just dies on y'all and I disappear, just know my battery died on my phone, because it's not showing me my battery level on my phone while I'm live. I don't know how much charge I have left. So if I don't kill the live before it kills itself, that's what happened, y'all. Oh, I gotta go grab some more wood. Be right back. Some smaller pieces up here so I can burn them. appreciate everybody that's joined me for the live so far and chatting with me a little bit tonight, even though it's been mostly just me jabbing my jaws. Still appreciate it. Got a cardboard box here I want to burn too. Trying to do as much of this burning as I can before the rain comes back in again tonight. I wanted to go do an overnight stealth fishing. I say stealth, but it really isn't because people camp there all the time, but it's underneath a bridge just by my house. The Catawba River runs there. It's got a dock there, and there is no signs that says no camping. There is not any signs that say no camping, but I don't know if technically you're allowed to camp there. But that's what I was wanting to do. I was wanting to go there and do some fishing and stealth camp out of my vehicle, and that was my intentions for this weekend, to get a new video recorded instead of doing a live. Then Mama Bear called and says she's got to run to the hospital because one of her friends are in the hospital. So it's like, don't worry about coming home. I'll just do a live tonight instead. That way I can explain where I've been, and then I don't lose part of it on the editing floor, because as y'all know, there's no editing a live video. It's live. So I don't have to worry about the editing of it to get my message out to y'all. So I figured just do a live instead, so I can talk for everybody. It's been hanging low for the last little bit because graduations, you know. All right, did I miss anything else? All right, what we got here? I'm making enough money on YouTube to buy a Mountain Dew every week. I hear you. Speaking of which, I should go get a dew real quick. Yeah, let me go get a Mountain Dew, and then I'll finish reading these comments. So bear with me. Hopefully I'm gonna let my mic sit down right here so I don't lose you when I walk inside. All right, folks. Sorry about that. I'm back. Had to grab a dew, and then this I was about the tablet, so it don't die on me. And then I should put this on the phone so the phone doesn't die. But when the phone dies and the live's over, it happens. So let me catch back up on the comments here. All right, later everyone. All right, that was Dick. Me too. Me too took 1K. Sorry. See you later, Dick. I just dropped. I'm not worried. I mean, you got a phone. Oklahoma laser engraving come to video, and that's so now I don't have to edit. So now I don't have to edit from my phone anymore. With you, thought it'd be harder. I probably got anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, and that's just. I think my longest trip, I came home with 14 hours of video in total, and that was the Uwharrie National Trip River trip that Al Hunter and I did last year, the year before. I think we released 3 videos on that series. I think I had 3 videos on that series. I think I had a lot of video for that one. Video to free up your